Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Counselor Advocacy for the Jewish University Experience Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that's happening, so be sure to sign up for more at the same website where you registered for this one. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week's time at strivescan.com/Jewish Student Fair. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters, and we'll begin today with Penn State University.
Thank you so much. Hopefully everybody can see my screen right now. But thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so thrilled to be here. My name is Lori Wax. I'm the Regional Admissions Counselor for Penn State for the New York Metro area. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Penn State, and then I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie Tapper from Penn State's Hillel. But in any case, Penn State is a large public research university with campuses throughout the state of Pennsylvania. We offer high caliber academics, tier 1 research, experiential learning opportunities, enriching programs, and a vibrant student life. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to my screen here. Sorry. So Penn State is a top 1% world-class university, according to the Center for World University Rankings, which is an organization that ranks 18,000 different universities around the globe. And Penn State came in at the top 1%. We also offer hundreds of different student-related resources, everything from health and counseling services, multicultural affairs, diversity and inclusion programs, academic support, career services, just to name a few. Penn State, sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my thing here. Sorry. So Penn State graduates also enjoy being part of the largest alumni network in the world with 700,000 active alumni, providing both a lifelong social network as well as professional networks for all of our graduates. A recent LinkedIn study found that Penn State actually graduates the second highest number of CEOs. So at Penn State, we like to say that we are one university geographically dispersed. We have campuses throughout the state of Pennsylvania. Our main campus at University Park, which is our main flagship campus, has 46,000 undergraduate students, but we also have 19 other campuses throughout the state called our Commonwealth campuses. They range in size from 800 to 5,000, and some are in urban areas, some are in suburban areas, and some are in more rural areas, as is University Park. There are different paths for students at Penn State. So you can, half of our students spend all 4 years on one campus, but many of our students participate in our 2+2 program, which means you can start almost any major on any campus. And then you would complete most of your majors at University Park, where you would transition as a junior. So in addition to all of our research opportunities and enriching experiential opportunities, we have 275 different academic programs, everything from agriculture, arts and architecture, business, communications. We have engineering and education, health and human development, information science technology, liberal arts, nursing, and sciences. So we have a whole wide range of different academic things for students to choose from. They're housed in 12 different academic colleges, but for students that are undecided, we have the Division of Undergraduate Studies, and that is a way that students can come in completely undecided, spend their first 2 years fulfilling their academic general education requirements, and then explore some possible areas they're interested in, and then transition into the college that houses their major once they're juniors. Usually students declare their major at the end of sophomore year. So in addition to all of that, we have tier 1 research in every academic area, and we have a wonderful career services office that helps students find internships and co-ops and many, many resources. In addition to that, we find that our students learn as much inside the classroom as outside the classroom. We have 1,200 different clubs and activities, everything from pre-professional, performance groups, community service, we have Greek life, but something that's a really big and wonderful program on our campus is our Hillel. And I would like to turn it over to Stephanie at this point to tell us a little bit about the Penn State Hillel. If you want any, if you have any questions about admissions or anything else, please feel free to contact us. I will put my contact information in the chat.
Thank you, Lori. Hi, everyone. I am Stephanie Tapper. I work with Penn State Hillel, and I have for the last 4 years. I'm also an alumna of Penn State and was involved in Hillel. So I'm happy to answer questions later from that perspective as well. But just to share a little bit of the basics. There we go. Hillel at Penn State serves all Jewish students at every campus, but we mostly have staff on our University Park campus. I am based in the Philadelphia area. But the basics are for those 5,000 Jewish students. You can see us here in Israel 2 years ago when we were able to travel. We have kosher food on campus that we brought on about 3 years ago that surprisingly is great. It's located in the East Food District at Penn State. We have religious services every week and for all holidays, in partnership with our ritual interns that run the show, working with our rabbi on campus who just started this year. We have tons of leadership and internship and fellowship opportunities. Almost 200 students participate in those each year of the 2,000 students that are involved in Hillel in one way or another. As you saw, we go to Israel, which is wonderful, both through Birthright, through Onward, and through another trip that we call Perspectives that is very relevant at this point in our relationship with Israel. And we have wonderful community service, social, and other opportunities that way. So I will also put my contact info in the chat. But thank you for hearing about us.
Great, thank you so much. Our next presentation this afternoon comes from Bar-Ilan University International School.
Hi, everyone. So my name's Chloe Schwartz. I am coming from Israel, Tel Aviv, and I'm here to talk to you about Bar-Ilan University International School and the Not International School. So Bar-Ilan University was founded in 1955, so it's one of the older universities in Israel, and there's around 19,000 students. It's recently gone up, the international students that attend, to around 1,000 international students. That's not only America, it's students from India, China, Jordan, the UAE, all over Europe, all over South America, and it's ranked in the top 2% of leading universities according to the Shanghai World Rankings. We have many different faculties that constantly are winning prizes and working with other universities in the United States and Europe to do a lot of research in the science world and social sciences. So we have different faculties, including life sciences, medicine, engineering, exact sciences, humanities, Jewish studies, social sciences, and laws. So a lot of students decide to study in Hebrew, which opens a wider range of options. They choose to do a one-year preparatory program to learn Hebrew, and then they're prepared to study in Hebrew. But we also offer English programs. So we also believe that a lot of innovation comes from connecting different faculties. So such as smart cities, it's people who study psychology, it's people who study engineering, it's people who study agriculture, and they come together to kind of do an urban planning to build a smart city, basically. Or we have brain research, which combines linguistics, psychology, sociology, life sciences to work together to create these projects and work with different multidisciplinaries. So here's a short video about the university.
Our world is intriguing and challenging. It arouses a burning desire to understand its laws, study complex processes, discover and develop new worlds. Research is the key to understanding the world around us, to finding new solutions in wide-ranging fields. Our researchers lead some of the most important studies in Israel and around the world, in science, medicine, humanities, and energy. Learning is how we understand things in depth, discovering new worlds, revealing the secrets of the past and the present for the sake of the future. We unravel the secrets of the human brain, of human behavior, the wisdom of Judaism and heritage, creating exciting new worlds in our laboratories and clinics, impact centers and research institutes. And when we do all this with genuine passion, we earn recognition, respect, and international success. We are world leaders in cyber, in information science, and artificial intelligence. Over the years, we've won awards for research and important discoveries. We're among the academic elite in psychology, engineering, education, and the social sciences. With a spacious, award-winning green campus and 17,000 students from all over Israel and every segment of society, Bar-Ilan University, grooming future generations of academia, leading excellence, and trailblazing innovations. We invite you to explore, discover, and to lead.
Okay, so those were some of the Hebrew taught programs, and now I'm going to go through the English taught programs. I'm not sure how many students here are interested in a second degree, but the degrees we offer in English as a BA is a BA in Political Science and Communications, which is a double major, a BA in Communications and English Literature, which is also a double major, BA in English Literature and Linguistics. You can do that either combined as a double major or a single major. And we have a new degree, which is a BA in Jewish Studies, which is multidisciplinary, anywhere from halakha to history to feminism and art. And you kind of pick and choose which classes you really like and want to study. So the admissions requirements are you need to have at least a 3.1 GPA. If you have a 3.3 or above, you don't need to send a SAT or ACT score. But if you have a 3.1, you will need to send that score. We require high school transcripts and a diploma. And for the English literature programs, we require a one-page personal statement. Applications already began for October, but unlike America, you can apply until July and you will still be accepted for the fall semester. So I just wanted to talk about student life a little bit also. There's student services that help you with visa, opening a bank account, different needs that you have, mental health, basically anything you need. There's an international center for everyone. They also provide social life. So there's a lot of parties and concerts, like Netta Brazilai won Eurovision 2 years ago, and she also performed on campus for all the students. There's a huge Jewish life. So if you want to go to the Midrasha on campus or the yeshiva on campus, there's a couple called the JLIC who provide statements to students. And I'm going to put more information in the chat box for everyone. So thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Chloe. Our next presentation this afternoon comes from High Point University.
Karen, you're muted. If you're supposed to be talking, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know that. So I'm going to touch upon our 4 academic pillars: academic excellence, experiential learning, modeling values, and life skills. So at High Point University, we have 9 different schools and colleges. We'll be starting our 10th in 2023. We'll be opening up a school of dentistry, over 60 majors and minors. The most unique thing that High Point University offers is all of our students receive a success coach. And a success coach is a professional staff member who serves as your life coach, your mentor, your academic advisor. They assist you with the transition into college. So it's okay if you don't know what you want to study. They are there to help you, and you have mandatory meetings with them every semester. They're going to academically track you. If you come in undecided, which tends to be our most popular major, we'll put you on a 2-year program called Project Discovery. It is a 2-year program that we are going to partner with you to help you identify what it is that you want to study. We definitely have state-of-the-art facilities. Our president is very adamant that all of our students work on state-of-the-art facilities because we never want you to graduate on undated using undated equipment. So we have a brand new planetarium. We have a human biomechanics physiology lab, state-of-the-art news and radio TV shows, and an executive boardroom. Just so you know, all of our classes are taught by faculty. We do not use grad assistants or TAs. We have 4-year graduation. You can graduate in 4 years. We also have a 5th-year option where you can stay and earn a master's in business, communication, and leadership tuition free. All right, so you can do your 4-year degree, apply as long as you have a minimum GPA of a 3.0. You can stay on and earn a master's degree, and it's tuition free. The second piece is experiential learning. So over a quarter of every class has to be hands-on, learning by doing. So if you're in criminal justice, you might work in our crime house. If you're in education, we actually put you in the classroom in the first semester. We also have what they call innovator in residence on our campus. So pictured here on the screen is Byron Pitts. He is an ABC anchor. He comes to our campus to work with our students. Mark Randolph, the CEO of Netflix, if some of you are into Netflix lately, he comes to our campus to work with our students. Steve Wozniak, CEO of Apple. Cint Marshall, she's the woman on the left. She's the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks. All these clinicians come to our campus to work with our students because we want to expose you to what the world is going to be and give you access to industry leaders. Our third pillar is modeling values and building character. We are on John Templeton's top 100 list for building character development. Community service is in our DNA. We are very philanthropic and we give back. And we believe to whom much is given, much is required. All of our students do sign an honor code after 24 hours of being with us. It's all about respect and civility. Our fourth and final pillar is life skills. This is most unique. I believe we're the only institution out there that offers this. What does it mean? We want to teach you about presentation, fiduciary responsibilities, public speaking. It starts with our president, Dr. Kubain, who teaches a mandatory seminar, the president's seminar on life skills. So we believe in developing the whole students, academics, experiential learning, building values, and life skills. Again, we put you in the world that you're going to be in. We believe in the 4 years of life skills. Our campus is very purposely designed. We are now High Point University, the premier life skills university. We even have a steakhouse on our campus. Why? Because you never know that 3rd or 4th interview, you might be interviewing over a dinner. We want to make sure we expose you and prepare you for what you're going to experience. Again, as I said, our campus is very purposefully designed. We have statues all down our promenade of famous historians because we want to inspire you. Very important. Very active student life with Division I sports and clubs and intramurals. Just a few things before I turn it over to Amy. Remember our 4 pillars. You're guaranteed an internship. You're guaranteed to finish in 4 years. You can stay on for a 5th year and earn a master's in business communication and leadership. And now I'm going to turn it over to Amy. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amy Epstein. I'm the Jewish Life Coordinator and Hillel Director at High Point University. I just want to tell you a few things about our Jewish life on campus. We, about 4% of our student population, about 200 Jewish students are Jewish, and we have grown significantly in the last several years. We now have a Shabbat dinner twice a month. And on the weeks that we're not in person, we do come together on Zoom to say the blessings, even on the summer and winter and fall breaks. We also do weekly social and educational programs. We celebrate all of the holidays and build our programming around that. We're looking forward to having Birthright again this coming December and next May. And what's unique about this program is that we share an Israel Fellow between other campuses in the area. So it's a great way to meet students on the other campuses in the triad. And highlights from this past year is that Hillel won Club of the Month. We won Organization of the Year on campus. And from Hillel International, we won the Outstanding Campus Award for small campuses for 2020. The best way to see what's going on in our Jewish life on campus is to look us up on Instagram at HPU Hillel, and I will also put my contact info in the chat. Thanks.
Great, thank you so much, Amy. As we're about halfway through our presentations, just a reminder that the Q&A widget is available should you have questions for specific panelists or for all of our presenters. Up next, I'm pleased to introduce the News School.
Hello. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News School, virtually that is. My name is Caitlin, and I'm an admissions counselor, as well as an alumna of the photography program at Parsons. Thanks so much for joining us for this session, where I'm going to briefly cover our history, programs, as well as the admissions process. So the New School was founded in 1919, and it's a private university in the heart of New York City, comprised of 5 renowned colleges and schools. The 3 schools we'll be focusing on during this presentation offer traditional 4-year bachelor's degree programs, and those schools are going to be Parsons School of Design, Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts, and the College of Performing Arts. And additionally, we also have a campus in Paris, in addition to our campus in New York as well. So our traditional undergraduate program options are offered at Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts, where students study social and natural sciences, humanities, and performative practices. Eugene Lang offers small classes, engaged faculty, and a commitment to investigating and challenging ideas. All students entering Eugene Lang enter undeclared and later on select a major. Parsons School of Design is where students can study art, design, and business. And Parsons School of Design is the largest of the schools within the New School, and it has about 5,000 students across the undergraduate and graduate programs. The College of Performing Arts is where our students study classical, jazz, and contemporary music and the dramatic arts. Our programs here transcend the boundaries of traditional conservatory education, and students interested in these programs will apply directly into the major of choice. Parsons Paris is one of our smallest programs with under 300 students total, and students can spend all 4 years at our Paris campus, or they can apply for a study abroad term there. The program here is English taught, but there are opportunities to learn French, which can be helpful for finding community outside of the school and immersing yourself in the culture. New School students, no matter their area of focus, benefit from being a part of a larger, comprehensive university that celebrates innovative and interdisciplinary study. These themes carry throughout all of the programs we offer. So on the screen now, you can view the various bachelor degree programs offered and organized by school. So as discussed, Lang offers our liberal arts majors that culminate in a Bachelor of Art degree. And these courses are going to be more reading and writing focused, while Parsons and the College of Performing Arts will culminate in a Bachelor's of Fine Art degree. Our community is in the heart of Greenwich Village in Lower Manhattan and consists of about 10,000 students total. We have representation from all 50 states, and over 30% of our population is international, which gives us one of the highest ratios of international to domestic students across any university in America. If you have interests that span schools and programs, not to worry, students do have a number of ways to explore across disciplines. So we do have a BA, BFA pathway that's designed for students who want a more comprehensive education in liberal arts and either music or visual arts. So this is a 5-year program that culminates in both a BA from Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts, as well as a BFA from either Parsons School of Design or the School of Jazz and Contemporary Music at the College of Performing Arts. Some of the bachelor's degree programs at the new school also have a corresponding master's degree pairing. All undergrad students can choose from more than 50 university minors in a variety of disciplines. Some popular minors include communication design, psychology, and creative entrepreneurship. The new school houses the largest performance venue in Lower Manhattan, and that's Tishman Auditorium. We have 4 on-campus libraries, 4 residence halls, and over 4,000 square feet of exhibition space, not to mention our making center, which spans 3 floors and boasts a print shop, ceramic studio, and a photo cage, 3D printers, laser lab, and much more. These facilities are available to all university students, so even if you're a student within the College of Performing Arts or within Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts, you do have access to these facilities as well. To take a virtual campus tour, you can visit the link pictured here, or you can just Google the new school tour. So listed here are our general application requirements. The new school is test optional. We'll be reviewing each applicant with a holistic process that takes into account personal essays, transcript, letters of recommendation, and in some cases, auditions, creative portfolios, or interviews. You can apply to the new school using the common application. We offer merit-based scholarships and financial aid to more than 80% of our enrolled students, and all admitted students will automatically be considered for a merit scholarship. So there is no application process for this, and these scholarships are considered basically when you're taking into consideration the whole application. So there's no one section of your application that's going to outweigh the rest. So on this page, you can find some useful deadlines. So our main deadlines are November 1st for early action, December 1st for classical music, and January 15th for regular decision. And if you want to know more, definitely feel free to reach out to us at admission@newschool.edu to continue the conversation. And also don't forget to stay in touch on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I believe the top right URL is our student run Instagram. So you can visit that and it's pretty fun. I think a new student takes over each week. And yeah, feel free to reach out to us and we're definitely look forward to chatting. And I'll put my personal email in the chat as well.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Our next presentation this afternoon comes to us from Amherst College.
Hi, everyone. My name is Will Cummins. I'm an Associate Dean of Admission at Amherst College. I am going to share with you a few images of the beautiful place where I work. So for those of you who may not know, Amherst College is in beautiful Western Massachusetts. We're a small liberal arts college of 1,800 students. This is a shot of the campus in the fall when the foliage is absolutely gorgeous. That's where we are on a map if you're having trouble picturing where Western Massachusetts is. Here's a photo of our graduating seniors. They're going to actually walk the stage this week. If you want to know a little bit more about our students, what you should know is about half of them, just under half, identify as domestic students of color, 10% are international. We have a whole range of citizenships represented. Just over half receive financial aid. And it's broadly speaking, a very robustly diverse student body, both in terms of racial and ethnic identity, geographic representation, certainly the religious traditions that students practice and observe. So it's a place where you can come that might seem small in terms of Western Massachusetts, but really that's global and national in nature. In terms of academics, it's probably not a surprise to you. We're a school of 1,800 students. Classes, as a result, are quite small. The average class size is on the order of 18 or 19 students. We have a very small 7-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Because we are a small liberal arts college, our professors are doing all of the teaching, and the students in the classroom are all undergraduate students. So we do not have graduate students or TAs as a part of our courses. And perhaps the most distinctive feature of Amherst academically is we have what's called an open curriculum. So I imagine all of you at the high schools that you attend likely have to take each year a set number of courses in math, science, English, foreign language, and social studies. There's probably a core curriculum that you fulfill. At Amherst, there is no such thing as a core curriculum. We do not have distributional requirements. In other words, what that means is every single student has the ability to craft a curriculum or a set of courses each semester that best takes advantage of all the intellectual and academic interests that the student has. And that means in these small classes, the people sitting around the room from you are all invested in the subject at hand because they made a conscious decision to elect to take that class. That means our small classes are vibrant and engaging and filled with other interesting, invested people. And the other thing that sets us apart academically is we are one school among many out here in Western Massachusetts. So if you draw a 7-mile radius around Amherst College, you will find 4 other colleges and universities, each with its own campus, its own history, its own personality. So what are those schools? Mount Holyoke College is an all-women's college of about 2,200 students. Smith College is another all-women's college of about 2,600 students. Hampshire is the smallest of the group. It's a co-ed, small liberal arts college. And last but not least, we have UMass Amherst, which is the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, the big public flagship for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So we are all connected by a bus system. You can show your student ID, ride for free to any of these other schools. You can actually take classes at the other institutions, in particular, if there are classes that aren't offered on our campus that you'd like to take elsewhere. And it also means for, I think, a bigger and more stimulating social environment, because if you run the math here, looking at the number of institutions in the area, you'd see that there are over 30,000 total college students in this small area in Western Massachusetts. The fact that there is such a vibrant social life matters too when it comes to Jewish student life on campus. So that you're aware, you should know that we have what I would consider to be fairly robust Jewish student life. And we're lucky we have a dedicated rabbi who works on our campus. He's housed in the Cadogan Center for Religious Life, and he helps to facilitate our Hillel organization. And Hillel is active for sure. In fact, if you want to actually get an up-to-date look at what our Hillel group is up to, you can follow them on social media. They do have a social media presence. A Google search will reveal the types of things that they're doing. But every single week, our rabbi and students get together for a Shabbat meal. So we offer a weekly Shabbat. And often it will be done with food from different local restaurants. So that's a weekly opportunity for our students. We celebrate and host services for all of the high holy days. We also have all sorts of other informal community building activities, and both students who identify as Jewish, whether they're on the spectrum of more observant to less observant, and even students who are not Jewish are invited to come to the events to learn more about Judaism broadly. In terms of the 5 college consortium, it's also worth knowing that there's a broader Jewish life beyond just the Amherst College campus. So some students on the Amherst campus could choose or would have the opportunity to participate in what's called Shabbat at the 4 colleges, which is a group dedicated to promoting Jewish life and opportunities at Mount Holyoke, Smith, Hampshire, and Amherst College. And then the University of Massachusetts at Amherst also has an active Hillel group too. So the idea here is that, yes, on the Amherst College campus, there will be definitely a Jewish life that you can participate in, but there's also an even broader, bigger Jewish social life too that you could be a participant in if it catches your interest or if it's something that appeals to you. So that's an overview, at least of Amherst College for the moment. And if you have questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A or wait until the end. I'd be more than happy to help out. So thank you.
Great, thank you so much, Will. Our final presentation this afternoon comes to us from Washington University in St. Louis.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining today. My name is Victor Thomas. I work at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. I also happen to be an alum of WashU. That's not always the case when you speak with admission representatives, but I did attend WashU, and I'm excited to share a little bit about what makes WashU a special place. I think I boil it down to three kind of main characteristics: high caliber academic opportunities, a supportive and welcoming advising system and community, and a student body that is active, engaged, and committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have a slide here that gives a quick visual of the city of St. Louis. Many students who attend WashU have never visited St. Louis until they decide to enroll at WashU. And WashU's campus is located about 6 miles from downtown St. Louis. So what's nice about that is you aren't right in the thick of a downtown metro area, but you're distanced enough that it's both simultaneously easy to get downtown if you want to engage in internships, social and nightlife, professional athletic events, concerts, all of those resources of a big city, while at the same time having distance enough that it's very residential in terms of the campus and the surrounding neighborhoods, and you don't have to worry about cars and traffic and stuff like that around campus. It's a very walkable campus and consistently ranked one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. A final point I'll make about St. Louis, again, a growing, vibrant, great city to be a college student in, is that there are a lot of free and cheap things to do in St. Louis, including free museums right across the street in Forest Park, free concerts throughout the year, and a number of other free attractions, from a science center to a zoo. And that's really nice when you are on a college student's budget. The academic programs at WashU are broken down into 5 what we call divisions. These divisions are the College of Arts and Sciences, the McKelvey School of Engineering, the Olin Business School, and then Colleges of Art and Architecture. When you apply to WashU, you do have to select one of these 5 divisions to submit your application directly to, or if you are interested in an interdisciplinary program called Beyond Boundaries, you could submit a separate application to that. The application is the same for all 5 divisions, and that is the only division that we will consider you for admission for. So you do have to make that choice. But here's the really nice thing that students value a lot at WashU. Once you are a student at WashU, you do have access to all 5 divisions, regardless of wherever you're earning your primary major, which means that you can take courses outside of your primary division, or even double major across divisions. So it's quite common. About 80% of our students pursue more than just one major. And in that spirit, it's common to do that across 2 divisions. Perhaps you are studying computer science in the McKelvey School of Engineering and coupling that with a marketing degree, or a marketing major, second major in the Olin Business School. The academic diversity and the geographic diversity, our students come from all 50 states and over 50 countries internationally, leads to other forms of diversity in our student body. You can get a sense from our undergraduate profile here that we are committed to creating a campus community that is diverse and inclusive. We're a medium-sized institution, so it's not too big, not too small as far as the number of students total. And we are increasingly paying attention to students who might be the first in their families to attend college or who might be from lower limited income backgrounds. I want to take a quick moment to also acknowledge the Jewish life on campus, which is very strong at WashU. We have both active Hillel and Chabad student organizations. We have kosher dining options that are integrated into the main dining facilities. The food is simply prepared in different kitchens. We have probably an estimate is that 1 out of 4 students at WashU identifies as Jewish, and there is a range of observance levels that you'll see throughout the calendar year, as well as for various high holidays. The classroom experience is incredibly strong. As you can see by these statistics, you will be known by name and story at WashU. The vast majority of our classes have fewer than 30 students in them, and our professors are world-class experts, Nobel laureates, who really still at the same time want to engage with our undergraduate students. You will get to know professors as teachers, as mentors, and as people that you are learning alongside. Of course, student life is extremely important in college. About 80% of the time that you spend in college is outside of a classroom. So we have over 450 active student groups, from performance groups to athletic groups to cultural and community service oriented groups. You name it, we likely have it. And if you would like to learn more, especially about our admission plans, policies, and financial aid commitment, we are committed to meeting 100% of demonstrated financial need for every admitted student. I highly encourage you to check out our website and connect with us virtually. Thanks so much.
Great, thank you, Victor. We have just a few moments remaining in the webinar, so we'll bring all of our presenters back. And if you have any other questions, feel free to use the Q&A, but with really quick responses, maybe just 20, 30 seconds max per person. A question that we commonly receive from many prospective students is what a favorite kind of event or tradition is on your campus, something that students can really look forward to. And we can go in the same order as our initial presentations and start off with Penn State.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. And I hope you'll reach out if you have any further questions. It was a lot of information to take in a very short amount of time. I would say favorite Penn State traditions, 2 things that come to mind. One is our whiteout football game, which we are hoping will be back next year. That is where the entire student body wears white and attends one of our football games. And then our dance marathon, which is the largest student-run philanthropy in the world, is another huge fan favorite and tradition that so many of our students get involved with. Thank you so much.
And Chloe, do you want to go next?
Sure. So because Bar-Ilan is located in Israel and it is an international school, we have a wide range of students from all over the world. So for Chinese New Year, we host a little activity where everyone learns how to paint with Chinese characteristics. For the Indian students, we have Holi, and everyone's welcome to come and enjoy. American students love to celebrate Thanksgiving. So it's really a more diverse campus in the way of you really get to meet people from all over the world. We have Jordanian students from the UAE who teach Arabic classes. We have students who teach meditation. So it's really exciting to meet people from everywhere.
Hi, at High Point University, gosh, there's so many, but one of my favorites is our bald eagle. So at convocation, freshman, when you begin, there's a bald eagle that comes, and then it comes back when you graduate 4 years later to symbolize you're spreading your wings in freedom and going off to start your new life. So I love the bald eagle that comes to campus.
Hey, at the new school, one of my favorite traditions is our annual welcome block party. That typically involves, shutting down 13th Street right on 5th Avenue between 5th Avenue and University, and students are enjoying food, character artists, henna. I think last year or 2 years ago it would have been, there was a bungee run and rock climbing wall. So there's definitely always something fun going on there.
At Amherst College, I would say one tradition, at least that I can point to, which I think is pretty fun and shows a little bit of the school's sense of humor, is every single year there's a room draw lottery system. So in other words, your first year, you're paired with a first year roommate. Most likely you live in a dorm room your first year. After that, you get a lottery number based on your class year. So seniors choose first, then juniors, then sophomores. If you don't like the room draw number that you received, you can join the campus-wide lip sync contest, where if you win, then you actually get a number at the top of your class, believe it or not. So people are willing to go all out when it comes to their choice of a cool place that they might like to live on campus. So they're fireworks, it's fun.
So a tradition that comes to mind at WashU is the 13 Carnival. It's the oldest and largest student-run carnival in the country, and it's been going on at WashU and run by WashU students for over 100 years. It's taken a couple different forms in the past year because of COVID, or the past year and a half because of COVID, but it is a truly magical kind of carnival that's again fully run by our students.
Great. Thank you all for sharing those great stories and traditions, as well as your institutions with us more generally. And thank you to everyone for joining us for this webinar. At the conclusion of the webinar, you'll be prompted with a quick 4-question survey, and we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, just a reminder that this is one of many different sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for others. And all of the recordings will be posted in about a week's time at strivescan.com/Jewish Student Fair. Thanks so much and have a great afternoon.